addressing different formations that can help us. This first formation, as you can see right here, this white line, it's fairly clean and simple, where it fell, rallied up, and lifted right off. This could be considered a handle, but there's two very specific points we have to take into consideration. Always remember, a handle needs to be relatively tight and constructive. If we take a look at this pattern here, we could call this the cup. This is a loose, ragged handle, and it's also way too deep to be considered a handle. Here is a very important telltale sign. Look at the low right here. The low at this point in the what we would call a handle is lower than this previous low. That is a flaw. We want relatively tight and constructive action. This is something very, very important. One of the areas we really pride ourselves in is analyzing the nuances of a chart. So we have a big cup, but it's a deep handle, a very deep handle. In fact, as I said, the lows here are lower than here. So it is a flawed handle. But now contrast it. You get a great big cup, and you get a handle that goes all the way up to here, all right? And in fact, you could say this, and this is the best part. You ignore this handle because we know it's flawed, and you have this great big cup that goes all the way to here, all the way to here. I'll draw it for us so we can see this. Here, here, I think this is important. All the way up. I'm sorry I can't use rounded lines like a real cup. To here. And then finally, it forms this little handle. Great big rounded cup, handle, and then finally, what does it do? It explodes through that handle on a big pickup in volume versus these previous bars. That was the trigger. This is the daily chart, all right? Now, let's do something and take it a step further, and I think this is very important for everybody. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of these lines here to clean this up. There we go. It's very important. Bill O'Neill talks about this. Don't just look at daily charts, look at weeklies. So this is going all the way back to May 3rd. So now let's look at the weekly. It's hard to believe it was almost a year ago this happened. This is the lower level, okay, right here. But notice this bigger picture up to here. Notice how much tighter this handle is versus this down here. Very tight constructive action. Notice also on this bar, closes near the highs. And then finally on the weekly chart, and I'll enlarge this, on the weekly chart we get that thrust. Look at the volume there. That's confirmation right there. Here was good, but again, given this ragged action in here, this handle is not constructive. This handle, which is very tight for 3 weeks, is constructive. Look at the close here. Look at the close there and here. Very tight constructive closes, pushes through on great volume. And that is what we are looking for.
Thank you for watching the video. We hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please hit like. Maybe hit that subscribe button. We come up with new content nearly every day. Also, check out the videos on the right. YouTube recommends the one on the top, and the bottom one is something we thought you might enjoy. See you next time.